Today we're taking a look at these NFL matches, which are happening on Monday, October 17, 2022, and giving you match breakdowns, betting tips and predictions in general on these games. Welcome back to High Stakes, let's get straight into it. Also, don't forget to subscribe and push that notification bell to get notified as soon as we release these sport prediction videos, and if you would like more betting tips and predictions, then check out our Patreon in the link down below. Our new Patreon is a way for us to help you improve your chances of making more money. Multiple plans are available for each and every one of you. By becoming a member of the High Stakes Patreon, you will have access to our best team picks, total picks, parlay picks and much more. Stop wasting hours of your time searching for bad betting predictions that ends up costing you a lot of time and money. Join the High Stakes Patreon now and get the best betting picks. Denver Broncos vs Los Angeles Chargers. Denver had their chances to put Indianapolis away at home in their previous contest, but found ways to blow it before losing in overtime. The Broncos fell to 2-3 on the season and stand third in the AFC West as they hope to get back to the .500 mark on the season. Against Indianapolis, Denver led 9-6 late in the fourth quarter and were in chip shot field goal range, only to have Russell Wilson throw an interception in the end zone. The Colts drove the field to hit the tying field goal with 5 seconds remaining in regulation. In overtime, after giving up a field goal, Denver drove 70 yards in 6 plays, only to have Wilson throw incomplete on 4th and 1 from the Colts' 5-yard line to end the game. The Broncos held a 375-306 edge in total offense, though they lost a first down battle 19-18 and the time of possession by a 34-36 to 32-51 margin. Both teams turned the ball over twice in the contest. Los Angeles won their second straight as they survived a couple of questionable decisions by the coaching staff late to edge the Browns on the road last week. The Chargers improved to 3-2 on the season and stand second in the AFC West as they seek a third straight victory here. Against Cleveland, Los Angeles trailed 14-0 in the opening quarter, rallied to lead 17-14, and trailed 21-17 at the half. The Chargers went up 27-21 in the third quarter, trailed 28-27 after 3, and kicked the eventual game-winning field goal, with 9:29 to play. Los Angeles got a pick in the end zone to thwart a Cleveland drive that chewed up 6:45 off the clock, but also turned the ball over on downs with 1:13 to play at their own 46. The Chargers saw the Browns miss a 54-yard field goal in the dying second to preserve the win. Los Angeles held a 465-443 edge in total offense and forced the game's lone turnover. Those numbers helped offset a slim 30-02 to 29-58 disadvantage in time of possession and losing the first down battle 27-26. On the year, the Chargers are second in the league in passing offense with 291.2 yards per game, while they are tied for 22nd in rushing offense with an average of 99.2 yards per contest. Los Angeles is 9th in the league in scoring offense with 24.4 points per contest and 30th in scoring defense by allowing an average of 27.2 points per contest. Justin Herbert has hit 133 of 200 passes for 1,478 yards with 10 touchdowns and 2 interceptions on the year. He has been sacked 5 times while adding 17 yards on the ground. Austin Eckler leads the team on the ground with 61 carries for 313 yards plus 3 scores. Joshua Kelly, 23 carries, 104 yards, TD, and Sony Michel, 23 carries, 58 yards, have seen some work as well. Mike Williams is second on the team with 28 catches for 392 yards and 2 scores. Keenan Allen, 4 grabs, 66 yards, Eckler, 31 catches, 214 yards, 2 TD, Joshua Palmer, 17 catches, 183 yards, TD, and DeAndre Carter, 13 receptions, 175 yards, TD, all have been valuable options in the passing game. Dustin Hopkins is 11 of 11 on extra points and 5 of 6 on field goal attempts with a long of 43 on the year. Taylor Bertolet is 3 of 3 on extra point attempts while hitting 3 of 3 field goal tries with a long of 28 this season. The Broncos entered this game 18th in the league in passing offense with an average of 231 yards per game through the air, and they stand 19th in rushing offense by putting up 112.6 yards per contest. Denver is a dismal 31st in scoring offense with an average of 15 points per game, while they are 4th in scoring defense by allowing an average of 16 points a contest. Russell Wilson is 101 of 170 passing for 1,254 yards with 4 touchdowns against 3 interceptions. He has been sacked 16 times while adding 73 yards and a score on the ground. Devont Williams leads the team on the ground with 47 carries for 204 yards, though he is done for the year with an ACL tear. Melvin Gordon 52 carries, 193 yards, TD, and Mike Boone, 10 carries, 58 yards, will be the top 2 backs in the system for the rest of the year. In the passing game, Courtland Sutton leads the team with 29 receptions for 417 yards and a score. Jerry Jeudy, 14 receptions, 236 yards, 2 TD, is the only other player that has cracked the century mark in receiving yards this season. Gordon 11 grabs, 98 yards, and Williams, 16 catches, 76 yards, are the only other players with double-digit receptions. Brandon McManus is 4 of 5 on extra point attempts and 11 of 14 on field goal attempts, with a long of 55 this season. This one is a matchup of a team that can't score against one that has had major issues keeping the opposition off the scoreboard this season. Denver is second worst in the league in scoring, and their inability to put the ball in the end zone proved too much to overcome against a Colts team that is dead last in scoring offense. That puts Wilson and company in a tough situation here, as the Chargers are in the upper echelon of scoring offenses in the league. Denver's defense has been solid and kept them in games this season, though they face a stiff challenge here. Eckler has been on fire the last couple of weeks, and Herbert is getting healthier after suffering that rib injury back in week 2 against the Chiefs. Playing at home with the potential of having Allen back in the mix here makes the Chargers too dangerous for the Broncos to handle. Give the points and take the Bolts. Our team pick is Los Angeles Chargers -4.5 points.